This is the quick Spurs news update. Dominic Solanke has been talking about Thursday's victory at Frankfurt in the Europa League. He said, on our day, we are good enough to beat anyone. It is just about doing that, really. In games like Thursday, it's important to produce these big performances and big moments, and that is what we did. You go through phases where you don't score for a while, but that was a big moment, and this is what we live for. These big games and big moments. I had to stay cool to take that penalty, but obviously I was delighted to score in a big game. We all know that we need to be more consistent from game to game. When you have a game like Thursdays, you need to go out there and show no fear and get the job done. There's no second chances in knockout football, so we all knew that we had to go there and get the job done, and that is what we did. The Europa League was something we had our eyes on from the beginning of the season. We are not far off it now, so hopefully we can keep producing these performances in Europe and the Premier League throughout the rest of the campaign and kick on. Now, my thoughts on Dominic Solanke's comments. I'll tell you what, he is absolutely spot on with everything he has said there. I pretty much said word for word, what he said the other day in one of my updates. I completely agree. Spurs got the job done. They delivered in Frankfurt on Thursday. It was such a fantastic moment, one I'll never forget. A superb performance by every single player, and Ange Postecoglou managed the game extremely well, in my opinion, and thoroughly deserved, as Ange Postecoglou said in his press conference ahead of the Nottingham Forest game, over the two legs, Spurs definitely deserved to go through. We should have won very comfortably in the home leg, and we played extremely well in that second leg. So thoroughly deserved that Spurs are in the semi-finals. As Dominic Solanke has said here, consistency has been an issue. We have only seen top performances by Spurs, by this Tottenham Hotspur team in a handful of games this season. I can pick out a few. The Manchester United away game, the Manchester City away game, the Liverpool home game in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. They were great moments. The Frankfurt away game is another one. I can think about those off the top of my head very quickly. But we need to see more of this. We need to be consistent in the Premier League in these remaining games, and we definitely need to be consistent now in these remaining Europa League games to be successful this season and lift our first European trophy since 1984. Wouldn't that be nice? But Dominic Solanke is absolutely spot on with all of his comments. There are no second chances in knockout football now, so Spurs must deliver in the remaining games from now until the end of the campaign.